and stuff. But but I thought that was the best. You have to remind my son to put that one up soon because I thought that was the best, and it really seemed like it was getting to him,
Yeah.
and doing something. And I was really happy with the way that was going.
Yeah, I was wondering about him because it seems like he was deep, his theology is pretty advanced. And I was wondering what you think about where he's at. And
Well, he's an unbeliever.
he's an unbeliever now, yeah.
Atheist, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what am I supposed to think of that? I don't think too much of it.
Yeah. But I want to ask, my question is about Hebrews 6.
Yeah. But if you don't believe anything in the Bible, it doesn't really matter, does it?
But doesn't it say something about you can't come back once you know?
Yeah, there is that language in there. People have struggled over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't really buy that. They say, "Oh yeah, it says that and everything," but actually it means something else.
Huh.
And I'm saying, I don't know. If it says that, I hate to say that it means something else, And I've met, I can think of one person at least that believed it and said, "Yeah, I think it means what it says." And he was talking about his sister and how she had turned away and stuff, and how he thought that was it for her. She's done. There's no way back.
No going back.
That's what he was saying. And so, yeah, it's what. So you were saying, what does he think of that?
Well, I actually want to know. I just want to know about because I don't see that in you. Because I see you going back there and try to get him to come back.
Yeah. And you think that's futile, maybe?
I don't think. I like the hope that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, in spite of what that says, and I think it does say that, but I think there's always hope.
Yeah.
There's always hope. And that's just the way I see it.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna talk to him some more?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry because it's kind of annoying and everything too.
Yeah.
But we'll get that third one up, and then I'll be inspired to call in again. My son would usually call me and say, "Hey, he's taking calls right now," and he hasn't. My son hasn't done that lately.
Your son watches them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like I did, real regularly for a while, for a few years.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I said, "This is getting really tedious and boring." And he's really getting out there.
Yeah.
And well, my son said, "Well, no, he's still happening. He's getting more political and stuff, but my son still thinks there's some value in it. I just thinking I don't want to. It's too boring for me. Too tedious. Just talking about nonsense and everything. I just don't. I can't get into it anymore.
Yeah. I would like to know more about his music because you kind of hit kind of hit a funny bone with him or something because you brought up the saxophone.
Yeah.
And I think he has a good ear because I don't know that theme music he's got on there. I wonder about that.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it sounds cool.
I think it sounds cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm thinking about. Maybe next time I see him, I'm gonna just ask him if I can just play a song and sing a song on the air right now,
Yeah.
and see what happens, and just say, how about if I sing and play my harmonica on some old gospel song? Would that be all right? And just because of that last real short one I did, that would be number 4 that I sent you, and wasn't any good. I couldn't hear him or anything very well at all, and so then he says, "Well, do you want to let it go for today or something like that?" And I said, "Yeah," because it wasn't working for me, and it's the audio and everything. But I did kind of mention some kind of harsh things before I got off, and I thought, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go with the harsh thing, you know. I'm thinking, well, how about if I just sing a song? How about that? We'll just have a good time doing some music, and we can go from there. Try to do something, talk something, you know. And I thought, maybe that's the way to go, you know. And because, you know, I don't like this thing about being the sober, convicting guy or something. I don't like that role, really. I don't see it. I don't think I want to go there. It just, other people see it, do it, stuff, and that's, if they want to do it, that's fine. But it just always seems kind of futile to me, and just doesn't go anywhere, do anything. It's kind of like I tell him, if he's going to be a unbeliever and everything, then do it good. Do it like Sacred Hogwash does. Make it fun and interesting for people. If you're going to be an unbeliever, then do it good. And I'll listen to it. But if you're just going to make trash out of it and make it a boring, tedious thing, I don't want to listen to it. And that's what you're doing. Your show has gone way downhill, and so he kind of thinks it's weird that I would call in and denounce his show like that. But I'm just trying to tell him what is happening.
I know, he just get his game back, huh? He said he lost his game. You know?
Yeah.
Because he used to have like William Lane Craig on there, and
yeah, that was the one person that came to my mind. There were many others, but he said, like what? Like what? I said, well, like William Lane Craig, and now came on and talked about the atonement theory, like 7 different kinds of atonement theory. I said, I thought that was really interesting. We never talk about that at our church, but you do. I'd like to hear about it. And that's why I listen to your program. And then later he says, I don't know if it's another show maybe. Well, you think that's interesting and everything, but nobody else does. And I'm thinking, why do you have this show? Isn't this because of belief and unbelief and everything? It's not about how to change batteries in a smoke alarm.
yeah.
That's why you have this show, right? So yeah, put in atonement theory. People tuning into the show are interested in things like that, or they wouldn't be tuning in. If they wanted to do politics, there's a lot of other channels and everything. And so, I don't know. But it's interesting having a conversation with him, and then having a space of time where I'm thinking about it all until I do the next one, and I think about things, you know, that we talked about, and the direction of different things, and like I said, on that fourth short one, I thought I didn't do very well with that at all. I don't like how I did, and I don't want to do that anymore like that. I want to get it back up to a good rapport.
Yeah.